Blast me to Cyphos! It's time for the Mad Merlin's Warhammer 40,000 Imperium journey. Episode 26. Part 2. Gallery and Mission. Hello and welcome back to the Mad Merlin's Warhammer 40,000 Imperium journey. We're moving along with issue 26. And here we have our Tech-Priest Dominus painted up to the current magazine standard. This is quite a fun model to actually paint. I did leave the gun arms separate. They are currently super glued in place to have a temporary bond while I wait for the paint guide to be updated, which should be the next delivery. There's not a lot in the way of extra details done to this guy. I haven't based it or even varnished him yet. I'm going to wait until we get to the final step for these models. I expect we'll be using some of the technical paints and shades that are coming in the future issues. I know soon we'll be getting around to the basing, as issue 38, I think it is, has the texture paint and the texture spreader. So we'll finally be getting our basing done for all our models. And we're going to be getting yellow soon as well, which will also help to add some extra details. So let's get into our new bit of gaming information before we move on to our playthrough. So our first bit of new gaming information is the Tech-Priest Dominus' datasheet. So we've got his full rules here, the options of only the Phosphor Serpentia Volkite Blaster and the Omnissiah Axe. Got his rules. Canticles of the Omnissiah will be detailed on a separate sheet. Master of Machines, Refractor Field, and Lord of the Machine Cult. On the back, we just got a few rules about tutorials on how to use these rules. So, Lord of the Machine Cult allows you to re-roll your ones. And then Master of Machines allows you to heal D3 wounds. We also have a set of basic rules detailing missions, army selection, data sheets, and on the back some keywords, as well as units. So, on to our next mission. This is Scout Mission 3, page 4, Cleanse Sector Epta. So I'll set up the battle board and I'll be right back. Okay, we've set up the battlefield. We've got our 3 armoured containers spread throughout the centre of the battlefield. The Royal Warden and 5 Necron Warriors. I've chosen the Gauze Reapers as they're a little bit more deadly. And we've got our 10 Rangers and our Dominus in the corner. So here we go. Dramatic reading time. Cleansing Sector Epta. Necron reinforcements continue to pour onto the surface of the fortress moon Cyphos through wormhole devices known as Eternity Gates. The Xenos invaders have seized Sector Epta, a key network of supply depots and landing pad on the moon's northern hemisphere. An Adeptus Mechanicus assault force has been dispatched to cleanse the facility of Necrons and restore it to Imperial control. An elite phalanx of Necron immortals are prepared to meet their assault. Necrons. Royal Warden. The Necron elite. Unbeknownst to the Imperium, the Necrons who have seized Sector Epta are no ordinary phalanx of Necron warriors, but a unit of Necron immortals and their Royal Warden commander. These elite troops will be more than a match for the Tech-Priest Dominus and his Martian soldiers.
Adeptus Mechanicus, Tech-Priest Dominus, Xenos extermination. The Necrons must be driven back from Sector Epta if the Imperium is to re-establish its supply chains. The Tech-Priest Dominus leads his Skitarii Rangers into Necron territory, intent on utterly annihilating the cursed Xenos foes. Only the utter destruction of the enemy will be considered a true victory.
So there we have it. And having just read that, I've swapped out my warriors for a squad of immortals. Somebody in quality control wasn't paying much attention. It does say warriors there, but the law says immortals, so I swapped them out. Makes it easier. I don't have to flip between two different sheets. Just one. So this is a purge mission where we have to wipe out the opponents. Person to do so claims victory. So, green dice and a red dice to see who gets the first turn. Necrons get it with a 6. So, I'll play turn 1 and I'll be right back. Right, turn 1 has completed, and our Skitarii sat back and obliterated the poor immortals. Even with their increased toughness and better armor save, they weren't able to shrug off a lot of shots. They passed their morale test, so it's on to Necron's turn 2. Turn 2 went just as quick as turn 1. The Immortal and the Royal Warden advanced forward a little bit and shot up the Skitarii, killing 3 of them. While the Skitarii wiped out the last Immortal, and the Tech-Priest Dominus opened fire on the Royal Warden, getting no wounds. So, Necron's turn 3. Here we go. And that is endgame. The Royal Warden shot at the Skitarii. He could have done a valiant retreat, but his Overlord wouldn't have been too happy. So the Skitarii just kept back and shot everything at him. They managed to deal 3 wounds to him in a combination of the arc rifle and the plasma. And the Tech-Priest Dominus finished him off with his Serpentia. So with that done, we'll just have a quick debrief and we'll see what's in our next Imperium. So here we are at Debrief. So what could have been done differently? I think the Necrons could have hugged the terrain a bit more and made use of their longer range guns to help pick off the Skitarii a little bit early. The Skitarii did the right thing, which was sit back and make use of the range. And the Dominus did pretty good supporting. There were quite a few rerolls out of his Blessing Aura, which is quite handy. Especially the arc rifles and the arquebuses a few times. Got a 1. I managed to get a nice reroll into a hit. Just a pity he couldn't buff himself. He did fluff 1 round of shooting though, missing quite a few shots, but other than that, everything played out really well. So in our next Imperium then, issue 27 brings us a heliotrope reactor, a nice massive piece of terrain for us to use and fight over, and it'll be fun to paint as well. Hopefully they're going to do something a little different to the Conquest paint guide, which is pretty much just silver and blue and white, and then the the reactor bits around the outside, they were painted in blue for plasma effect. It was a bit bland and could have really done with a few more paints thrown on. From the look on the front guide, we're going to be using corn red in quite a few places, so that'll be quite interesting. Can't wait to get that issue. 28 and 29 is a double issue, and it is our last 10 Necron Warriors and 3 more Scarab Swarms. So this will be the same as our previous issues, 9 and 10. We'll get 4 and 2 and 6 and 1. We get new missions, new paint guides, and we add a new unit to our Necron force. So there we have our next lot of Imperiums. So all what's left for me to do is thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. If you'd like to help the channel out, there is of course my affiliate link for Curve on Games, my Buy Me a Coffee channel, and my social medias. So, I will see you next time for more mad content. Goodbye.